You play Mad is cool. Thank you. Thank you. So this is also for YouTube. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. So hi YouTube. I think this is the first time I say hi to YouTube. Today I'm gonna show you my Shining Sarcophagus deck list that I played in the OTS Championship, and it was around 140 players, and I ended up 4-3. I know 4-3 is bad, but it is Shining Sarcophagus, so it's impressive. It is impressive. You have to admit. Don't say that, Mora. You're kawaii, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Anyway, we're gonna start with. Do you see the cards? Yes, you see the cards. That's actually nice. Look at this. We have Gandora here. I played at 2. This card is crazy good. If you control Shining Sarcophagus, you can special summon him, and then you pay half your LP, and then you pop everything on the field. And then after popping, you banish the cards, and then you can special summon from your deck a monster that mentions Shining Sarcophagus, and then increase its level by the card that destroyed. And you're saying, huh? Why do you have to increase the levels? You see, this is actually important. Like, increasing levels helps with the OTK and helps with the combo as well. So, the best card. This is gonna be a UR card 100%. Like, no joke, I think this card's gonna be a UR. Yeah, note that down. Note that down. The second card we play is the new Dark Magician. The Magician of Black Magic. His name is gonna be Dark Magician on the field, and you can special summon him from the hand when you have Shining Sarcophagus. So you can figure it out. If you don't have Shining Sarcophagus, this deck is dead. Oops, I hit the camera. This is bad. This is bad. I hit the camera. Everything's fine. No, we're dead. This is how professional I am. Everything's fine. Let me see. We're back. We're back. We didn't lose any connection. Your hitbox is crazy, bro. My hand is so huge. Look at this. Anyway, you can special summon himself. He can special summon himself if you have Shining Sarcophagus. And then if he gets destroyed by card effect and you control level 5 or higher monster, it can special summon itself back, and then you can set directly from the deck a spell or a trap that mentions Dark Magician. So you know where I'm going with here. You grab the fusion spell with this, and then you go for Dragoon. Like, this is the reason I love this deck is that you can actually play Dragoon and make him of Dark Magician. Nah, this is scuffed streamer. Oh, bro, I'm out. I need to end the. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm dead. Free Dragoon, exactly. We need to free Dragoon, bro. If Konami actually released this deck in Master Duel and they don't free Dragoon, this deck is dead. Ban Verte first. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, we have to ban Verte. And for the best normal summon in this deck is the Gadget Trio. This is the 1-card combo in this deck. You normal summon it, it activates on special or normal summon. So if you normal summon it, you can grab Shining Sarcophagus, or you can grab any spell or trap that mentions Shining Sarcophagus. So if you have Shining Sarcophagus in your hand, you can go for other spells that can help you either with the combo or help you counter hand traps, which I'm gonna go through shortly. And for the bricks in your hand, these are the 2 silent cards. We go with the best one, which is and the most kawaii one, I think. The Silent Magician 0. This card is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love the art. And I love the effect. What she does is, when your opponent draw cards, she gains level up to the number of the cards that are drawn. She gets 500 for each level she has. And she can negate a spell. She can negate the activation of a spell if you have Shining Sarcophagus on the field, and then she gain a level. So you can imagine how if you activated Gandora, and then you pop like 5 or 6 cards on the field, and then you summon this, she's gonna be level 10 with like, I don't know, 4k attack, and this is gonna be also like 4k attack, and then you just OTK. This card is crazy good, and this is the worst card in the deck. Like, I don't like to see it in my hand at all. It does nothing. Plays around Maxi. It does play around Maxi. You just have to summon once, and that's it. This card is just a target negate. It has the same effect. Like, it gain also 500 for each level, and during the standby phase you gain 500. Again, you gain a level and then 500, but it's just a target negate. So if your opponent targeted your Shining Sarcophagus with a spell like Cosmic or not, I think Cosmic is the only card that it target at the moment. You can negate that. Other than that, these are the monsters in the deck. Like, very, very slim. You play 2, 5, 9. You play 9 monsters, if I can count correctly. Yes, you play 9 cards, 9 monsters, exactly 9 monsters, and we can take the monsters out. Take the monsters out. Give me this. Very cool indeed. And this is the main card in the deck. You have to play 3 of this. This is the Shining Sarcophagus, and I make jokes with my friends, and I always say Shining Sarcophagus under my balls. I call this deck Shining Balls for some reasons. Every time I tell a friend that in locals that I'm playing Shining Sarcophagus, he says Shining Sarcophagus is under my balls, and since then I keep calling it like this. So this card is also great. Like, this is one of the, if you open this card and another name, it's the full combo. So it cannot be destroyed by card effect, like by monster effect, which is so important in this meta. Like, everyone is playing Nightmare Phoenix. Everyone is playing like monsters that target cards to destroy. So this is, by its own, like this effect is very huge also for this card, because this card destroys every card on the field, and this will be protected, so it cannot be destroyed by your monster effect as well. So you can keep it on the field even if you destroy everything with this card, with Gandora. And you can, once per turn, search any card that mentions Shining Sarcophagus except itself. And if your opponent specials from the graveyard, you can discard a spell and then send that monster to the graveyard. The second best spell is Future Silence. This is also a 1-card combo, because this card can search any monster that mentions Shining Sarcophagus, and it's a quick spell, so you can do it in the draw phase to play around draw. That no one is playing draw, I think, in this format, but still you can always do this. It's nice to play around draw. And the second effect of this card is, if you have Shining Sarcophagus on the field and you have a monster that mentions Shining Sarcophagus and you activate this card during the battle phase, each player draws 6 cards. But that means if each player draw until they have 6 cards. Sorry. That means if you have no, like, 1 card in your hand and your opponent has, like, I don't know, 2 or 3, they're gonna draw 3 cards. This is gonna gain 3 levels. And we are already in the battle phase. So that means sometimes you can OTK with this little girl here, Light here. She's gonna be like 5 or 6k by her own. She's scary, bro. She's scary. She's cute and scary at the same time. and then the rest are just a good to have spells that can play around other stuff. I like this card so much. It's Stern Silence. I activated once in my locals, and the player just asked, "Hey, what does this card do?" And I told him, "Okay, look, I target one of my monsters, and it gives him 3 levels." And he started laughing. It's like, imagine a card says, "Hey, target a monster you control, and it gains 3 levels." The cool thing about this card is, if you control Shiny Sarcophagus and you activated this, like you chain this card to a monster effect your opponent activate, it negates the effect. It negates that effect. And in the graveyard, if your opponent attacks your Shiny Sarcophagus monster, you can just banish it from the graveyard, and then it ends the battle phase. So this card is so good versus Senpai. Your opponent just attacks, and you just end the whole battle phase. And it plays around other hand traps. So if you control Shiny Sarcophagus and you have the gadget trio, for example, you can activate Shiny Sarcophagus, normal trio, and then search. And if your opponent wanna Ash or Droll, you can just chain this, and then you negate it. And you have this in your graveyard to save you from the battle phase, which it did save me from Hero. I was playing versus heroes, and they have like the Vision Hero. They want to attack with a Vision Hero. It was like 5k, and it was game if they attack. So I just ended the battle right there, right here, and right there. I ended the battle. I play this card at 1. This one is at 1. It is good to have, good to draw when you have Shiny Sarcophagus and other monsters, but it is bad on its own. So I just play 1 of it. What it does is, if you control Shiny Sarcophagus and a monster that mentions Shiny Sarcophagus, you can special summon 2 level 4 monsters that mention Shiny Sarcophagus. Normally you go with these 2. And you just summon them, and then you lock yourself from the extra deck. You're not allowed to summon from the extra deck in this turn after this card resolve. But again, if you do this, you have spell negate, you have a target negate, and then you have like the gadget trio, and it's still fine. Like, this is not the best end board, but it's still fine. And for the last spell, I think you figured it out. It had to be this card. It had to be the Secret of the Dark Magic. Secrets of Dark Magic, to go for the fusion, to go for that thick dragoon. You play only 1, you don't need more than 1. The problem is, this Dark Magician says it's only treated as Dark Magician on the field. If this is treated in your hand as a Dark Magician as well, then this would be crazy good, bro. This card would be crazy good. You can activate it, dodge some effects, go for a Dragoon. It's so good. But sadly, it's only on the field. And that's it for the core engine. It's 19 cards. So I'm playing around, I don't know how many non-engine I have. I think we can count. I have 42 cards in this deck. So you can wait, I have around 23 best fusion spell. Exactly, it is 23 non-engine cards. This is no-brainers. You don't need your extra deck, so you have to play 3 prosperity. I think this is like no-brainer here. And as I said, Gandora gains 300 attack for each banished card. So if you banish 6 with this is gonna be 1800 with just the prosperity. You have to play this, and it's either this or the extravagance. But I think this is just much better because you can just choose which card you want to banish. So always play at 3. Why not? As long as it's 3, you have to play it at 3. And then for the hand traps, I play 3 Ash, 3 Shifter, the best waifu in this deck. You have to play Shifter in this deck. And 3 Nib. Don't ask me why I'm playing Nib. A lot of players don't respect Nib at the moment. 3 Impermanence. And the best card, bro, this is the spice. This was the spice. Veros. Veros was the OG during the event last time. Bro, I destroyed so many field spells. Stopped so many combos with this card. It's crazy good. I play only at 2, so because they have to send this card to the graveyard from the opponent field to the graveyard. Bro, the camera is not focusing anymore. So what does this do? Let me explain this. If your opponent has a field spell, you can just pop the field spell and summon this card to your opponent field. And then you can set a trap or spell that mentions Veros, I think, or Ashen Trap. I don't know. It does not matter because I'm not playing the trap. It's a break. And if this card leaves the field from your opponent's side to your graveyard, every monster on the field will be destroyed. So if they want to link it off, they have to deal with this effect that will destroy every monster on the field. So they just keep it. It's just a free monster they have on the field that does nothing. And it's annoying with Undershifter because it's gonna be a free summon, a free body for them. Yeah, it's gonna be Dark Hole. So I played it only at 2 because I don't want to see them both in the same hand. And for the other non-engines, I am playing a Super Poly package. It was a small event, so I was expecting people to be on non-meta decks, and Super Poly just destroy these stuff. And 2 talents, I don't know, a lot of hand traps, no brainer, and 1 gold buy just to stop the hand traps. So this was 42 cards exactly. You love to see the hand traps. I was always happy to see this card in my hand, bro. This card was so crazy in this tournament. Cool. So for the extra deck, I was playing 1 Dragoon for sure. The OG. Look how beautiful he is, bro. Look how thick he is. Let me see. Look at this Dragoon, bro. You can't have this. You can't play this in Macedon. And I got the Super Poly target, like no brainer, Garura, Mud Dragon. This is actually got better. The reason is the Snake Eyes board, they have a fusion. They have the Red Hot, or I don't know what is the fusion called, the one that negates. And they have IP most of the time in the back row. They'll say when they special summon IP, you can just chain the Super Poly and take the Omni Negate and the IP, and then go into this card. Because this card needs a fusion and a dark monster. And then the fusion gonna activate in the graveyard and send this card to the graveyard. But it's fine. You still get rid of the IP into SP play, and you get also rid of the Omni Negate. What I was also playing, and I think I've never even summoned them, bro. I've never even summoned none of these cards. I'm gonna show you the rest of the extra deck. I did not even summon these cards once. Like IP, Unicorn, this is supposed to be also SP, but I don't have SP. Access Code, I've never summoned Lina, I've never summoned Celine, never summoned this one, Apollosa. These were always my target for prosperity. They were just for the moral support that prosperity just banished them. Imagine playing this and just having for prosperity. They just for the moral support. And you have sometimes 2 level 4, so you can play Baguska here and then into Zeus, which is no brainer here. But what I like about this deck is that you can actually do an OTK play, or you can also go for the spell negate with this card here. Number 97 and number 100 and the harbor here, the galaxy dragon thing, Galaxy Samsung. SB could help here exactly, but I don't have her. It's a expensive card, so I don't know. I refuse to buy her. I will show you how you can actually do the OTK with this card. After the side deck, I can show you the combo. For the side deck, 3 Dogwood, best card in this format. No need to think about it. Never resolve. Always get called by in the event for some reasons. Everyone is having called by when I activate this card. 1 Duster, 2 Storm, 3 Cosmics for the back row hate. I don't know. And I cited these during I was playing versus Chain Burn in the first game. I cited all these cards and I still lost. I did not draw any of these cards when I needed them. Like, imagine losing to Burn in 2024. Couldn't be me. It was me. It was actually me. I lost to Burn. And the last cards are the Board Breakers, which is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Like, if you actually draw these 2 cards, you just go for battle, activate the Evilly. If they want to negate the Evilly, just chain, take the Evilly out, and kill everyone. Imagine not citing an effect damage immune card. Check my bro. Imagine the card that I lost to is the dragon that if you attack directly, if your opponent, if you know the card that said when you take damage, special summon me and then affect the either add the damage to your life point or deal the damage to your opponent. What is this? What is the card again? Fairy Dragon. Exactly. I lost to Fairy Dragon. I lost to fucking Fairy Dragon, bro. Imagine losing to Fairy Dragon. But again, it was the first time she or the player won a tournament, won a game in a tournament. So I'm happy. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the combo real quick. So there's only the 1 card combo. When you only have 1 card, it does not matter what card it is. Let's say you have the Gadget Trio. So you normal the Gadget Trio. You search for best card in the deck. You activated it. You search for this one here, and then you summon with it the Silent 0 cards. So you have spell negate, target negate, and then you still have 4 cards in your hand. So which they could be on the shifter. You could have Nib, Ash, Imperm. This is like one of the easiest combo you can do. I think there's no brainer with this combo. For the other combos though, is when you have Shining Sarcophagus and either Gandora or Dark Magician, like one of these cards. It does not matter. So you could have this with this, or this with this, or the spells that search either one of these. So what do you want to do here? Let's say you have Shining Sarcophagus. So you activate Shining Sarcophagus, you search Gandora, you special summon Gandora, and then you special summon Dark Magician here. You activate Gandora, Dark Magician gonna get destroyed, and then you summon from the deck the other Dark Magician. He's gonna be level 8 now because he destroyed exactly one card. Exactly one card. So this is gonna be 8, 8, and this is gonna activate, and it's gonna special summon itself because it was destroyed by card effect. And then you're gonna set from deck directly the fusion spell. And then you can get the idea. Now you can go into this. It's a dragon card. You can go for it. Detach one card, and then so if you're going second, you can go for the OTK line. This is gonna be 9,000 attack. If you're going first, you can just go for the spell negate, and then during your opponent turn, you can just wait for your opponent to activate Dark Ruler no more or something. I don't know, like a board breaker. And then you just chain and take these. Or this is a dragon and this is Dark Magician, and then you summon the best card in the deck, which is Dragoon. So you still have the negate active, and you still have 3 cards in your hand. This clears the board. This destroys everything. This card destroys everything, every single card on the field. This card clears the board. You just destroy everything. And if they have, like, you can even calculate this to make this a level 8. If there's like 3 cards on the field, and you on the Dark Magician you have, these are 4 cards, you can special summon this. This is gonna be level 8. You just still exceed. You can still do this. Or even better, get rid of this card from your deck. Make it level 8 and then exceed with it, and then OTK. And if you can't make it, you still have Gandora, you still have the Dark Magician that is summoned from the banishment, and you search this. And instead of summoning the other Dark Magician from the deck, just go for the spell negate. And this is gonna be a level 5 on summon. And then when they draw a card, it's gonna be level 6. It's just gonna have 2,000 attack. Which is gonna be a spell negate, and then you can wait for them to activate any board breakers, and then go for this, and then go into Dragoon, and then you still have an Omni negate. And by the way, Dragoon cannot be destroyed by any card effect. So even if you go for Gandora and you want to destroy Dragoon, Dragoon will stay on the field. You go first. You go first with this deck. It's good going second. I think you can actually play board breakers and win with this if you want to go second. But I decided to go first. It is actually very well built for going second. You just need board breakers, and if you have this and Gandora, you can try to OTK. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. Like I use Shifter. Shifter is a cancer card, but I like it. If your opponent wanna put like five Omni negates on board, I don't know, 10 interruptions, and you're not allowed to play Shifter, then I guess that's fair, right? But I guess that's it for the deck. I think there's no big brain combos here. Just have to go ooga booga, destroy everything, summon this, set this, and then just play the negates right. Just know the match, what do you want to negate, and then negate the right cards, and then you win. that easy. What I like about like some notes I can actually that I learned from playing this deck is that your first of all, your opponent has no idea what you're doing. This is like the big surprise factor that they have no idea what your cards does. And this card is so underrated. This card is so underrated. They read the first sentences and they like, oh, it's gonna add 3 levels. Okay, you can do whatever you want. And then I explain them that it also negates a monster and it also stops the battle phase. It's so good. This card is so underrated, and it saves me. It saved me from a lot of. It saved me from Nib once. It saved me from Droll. Saved me from Ashes. Because if you, as I said, if you have the Shining Sarcophagus in your hand, I go for it 100%. Ogre does nothing to this card, so you're only afraid of Ash, and then you go for the normal summon. Let's say the Gadget Trio, or even if you have the worst draw. Let's say this is the worst draw, but you have this card in your hand and you have Shining Sarcophagus. You can normal summon this, activate the Shining Sarcophagus, and if they Ash that, you can just chain, give him extra levels, negate the Ash, get Gandora, destroy everything, summon the either this card for more search, or summon the Silent Force, so you have a Silent Force Magician or whatever. Why I call it Silent Magician 0, and this is gonna have a spell negate at least. And then you can end the battle. You can still end the battle if this card is the graveyard. A lot of people didn't negate this for some reason last tournament. And I had Shining Sarcophagus because they think, okay, if I negate this dude still has Shining Sarcophagus, he can still do the full combo. So what I do, they let me search this card. And then whenever I activate this card, they want to Ash it, I can just negate it and then do the full combo anyway. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this event. Like I haven't enjoyed playing Yu-Gi-Oh this much for the last 2 months, I believe, or so. By just playing a deck that you enjoy or love just makes a huge difference, bro. Yeah, I guess that'd be it for also YouTube. Hi. Make sure to like and follow and do the other stuff, you know. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I think I'm gonna end it today. I'm sweating. I'm sweating so much. It's so hot here. I have other stuff to do. What was that finger move? It is just dancing fingers, you know. Who should we rate today? Who's life? Oh, Farfai's life. Guess we can go. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to Nif. Have a great day. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Thank you, Eclipse, again for the games. I really enjoyed them. And thank you for the raid. And also thanks for the subs. as well today. We got 2 subs now, and I will catch you Wednesday. I think Wednesday. See you all on Wednesday. Bye bye.